Interactive multimedia students, for the desktop publishing, once you get to the point where you need to complete the research and analysis for your post-secondary education, here are the steps that you need to take. The first thing is visit this website. Once you get here, type in the username Owatonna, and then the password is Huskies, Huskies, all lowercase, and then left-click Sign In. Once you're signed in, the tab labeled Occupations, what I'd like you to do is choosing Occupations. You can left-click. Once you left-click, you have a number of different tabs, and I'm going to have you click on the Titles Index. We are not going to be spending multiple days trying to identify your top career choice as far as personality tests and skill tests, etc. And so what I'm going to have you do is choose an occupation that you're most interested in. And so you can see they're listed alphabetically. So you need to identify your top career choice and then left click it. I'm going to go ahead, just because we're on the same page here, actuaries. You can left click once you find your career choice. You will need this page, but on the written analysis that you're completing, most of it is on a post-secondary institution. But you will need some of this information once you get to your presentation. So this is an area that you can come back to at a later time. The most important information and what you will need to access is the programs of study. And when you scroll down, so here's topics, you scroll down a little bit, related information, the programs of study is found here. You can left click. Once you left click, again, there's more information regarding the career on the left, but on the right, programs of study directly related to this occupation. Typically, your program or your major is going to be listed in this top area here. Others to consider will be listed down below. I'd like you to choose one of these areas above. You can left click. Once you left click, it's going to tell you a little bit about this program in greater depth. I would take the time just to scan over this material to see if this is something you're still interested in. If it is, on the left-hand side underneath related information, we have Minnesota and we have US. You will get in-state tuition for the following states: Minnesota, Wisconsin, South Dakota, and North Dakota. In Iowa, you will not get in-state tuition. It typically takes 9 to 12 months to establish residency in a state of your choice to get in-state tuition. So, moving forward, understand that if you stay in the states that I listed, your tuition is going to be much lower. If you go out of state, typically it's going to be about double what the in-state tuition is in that current state. All right, for this example, I'm going to left click Minnesota post-secondary institutions, left click. And for this option, I'm only getting private four-year colleges that offer this program. In your other examples, you will have a listing of state colleges. Okay, the big difference, private 4 years are going to run you anywhere from 40 to 50 grand per year, plus your dorm room, which is typically anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000. State schools are going to more than likely start at about $8,000 to $12,000 per year, plus your dormitory living on campus, which again is going to cost you anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000. The addition of books is going to add on. I'm going to give you an example of the private four-year colleges. You can left click, and they're going to list out a number of different choices that you have. So Bachelor of Science, this is a four-year degree. You can left click, University of St. Thomas. And this is the area that you are going to find the majority of your information regarding the school that you're going to choose. So on the left, we have school name and address. I do like the listing of their website. You can left click and read a little bit more about the programs or the majors within your area of emphasis. And this is also a great location for your facilities. General information regarding your school can be listed here. Student body information, number of students that are attending this institution, out-of-state, international, the average age of students, etc. Cost. Here's your cost. This is a very important page to take some time and look at the in-state tuition, out-of-state tuition. Typically for private schools, they're going to remain the same, and any other fees that are going to be listed. Financial aid information can be listed in this area. Admissions. I like looking at this page because it's going to tell me who's applying, what are the costs associated with applying, what do I have to do, and also typical ACT scores of students that are entering into this school, average GPAs, and also class rank. There's what's called the retention rate. This is a very important number. This tells you how many students their freshman year come back for their sophomore. The higher the number is what we're looking for in this case. 89% is very, very high. That's a great number. You can see the average, about 60% will graduate in 4 years or less. Scrolling back up, you can see other information regarding academics, sports, student life, housing, student services, career services, and graduate study. This is your number one place that you're going to find your information regarding the information and research you need to complete your presentation. Let me know if you have any questions. This part of this project is worth 10 points. It must be completed before you move into your presentation. Thank you.